This is Larry Bonerato from LarryOnLearning.com, and this is your Morning Minute. Do you dread or welcome adversity? In the movie The Legend of Bagger Vance, Matt Damon plays Captain Renouf Juna, a World War I veteran playing in a golf tournament in Savannah, Georgia. Juna was admonishing his 12-year-old friend Hardy because Hardy was embarrassed that his dad, due to the Great Depression, had taken a job sweeping streets. He said that job was beneath his father's dignity. Juna told Hardy that his father was not only an honorable man who sold everything to pay off everyone he owed rather than declaring bankruptcy. He stated, quote, "Your daddy stared adversity in the eye and beat it back with a broom," end quote. All of us will face setbacks, problems, and troubles. As we deal with these, we can grow stronger and wiser from them, depending on how we view adversity. Let's look at some examples of turning adversity into success. General Douglas MacArthur commanded the American Army in the Pacific during World War II. His forces were outflanked and outmanned by the enemy due to the decision by President Roosevelt to first concentrate on beating the Germans in Europe. He was short of men, weapons, airplane ammunition, and so much more. His strategic plan had him identify every possible move the enemy could make, then develop a contingency plan to thwart them. By analyzing each of these moves, he developed plans to meet and defeat them. His soldiers achieved victory in the Pacific in only 3.5 years, despite facing a veteran, battle-tested enemy who possessed much more of everything than he had. Overcoming and surviving adversity requires a realistic analysis of what happened and why. As an 18-year-old college student, I was fired from the restaurant where I was working to pay for school. I experienced rejection, betrayal, and anger. At the time, it didn't occur to me that God had something better in mind for me. He led me to a different job, paying more money, that provided me with many more opportunities to develop my ability to lead others. That experience taught me to ask God what He had planned for me in every instance, and that overcoming adversity was part of maturing. To overcome adversity and thrive from the chaos it creates, we need to remember Murphy's Law. That is, what can happen will happen, and usually does at the worst possible time. As you make decisions and plan for your career, your family, and your life, write down possible setbacks that you might encounter. You might experience job loss or a career change, or death, injury, sickness to yourself or a family member, possibly divorce. Put in place contingency plans with people, funds, and options to aid you through tough times. Waiting until these issues arise can be devastating for both you and everyone else involved. Please remember this: God has a perfect plan for your life. The closer we adhere to His plan, the more success we will enjoy. He will use you to bring others to Him, and He will use others to bring you to Him. Our success depends on us having a personal relationship with God, plus trusting that His plans for us are always better than ours. In conclusion, just as a hot furnace turns iron into steel, our setbacks create in us the strength to overcome obstacles as we provide for ourselves, our families, and our community. So I ask again, do you dread or welcome adversity? And that is today's Morning Minute.